This is the basics of social media, and we are live here. This is August 6, 2015, and it is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, just give me a minute to introduce myself. My name is Danna Crawford, and I'm an authorized local expert and a solutions provider with Constant Contact. I've been with Constant Contact since 2007, and I'm based in Ocala, Florida. Here is my contact information. If you want to reach out following this session, you can send me an email, find me on Facebook or on Twitter, and I'm on my new addiction is Periscope, but that's another presentation. So why are we here today? Because you know social media marketing is important to your business, but it's also confusing and overwhelming, which is, I hear that a lot. There is a lot of social networks out there, so you might not consider yourself a marketing expert, but now you have to know how to use all of these new tools. You might also not be comfortable using social media. It's all looks and feels so new, and guess what? We're all still figuring this out. Social media marketing changes every day practically. So it's okay to be confused and overwhelmed because I am here to help you. The main thing is that you know you are not alone. I do hear this from people every day, just like yourself. Small businesses, nonprofits who want to stand out from the pack, get more fans, get more followers, get more likes, and spread the word about what they do on social media. Recent surveys we've done have shown that you are not alone. Actually, 54% of small businesses and 57% of nonprofits say that they need help with social media marketing. So you're not alone. Everybody is still trying to figure it out, and we learn as we go along. So those of you that have concerns, many small businesses and nonprofit marketers think social media marketing looks interesting, but I will never have millions of fans. We hear that. Or they may say, I'm using new marketing tools, sound great, but I don't know what to say on social media. These are the kinds of things we hear. Paying close attention to what's being said on social media sounds useful, but I'll never have a dedicated staff to do it right. These are the things that many of you may be feeling is holding you back. I hear about new tools and networks every day, but I just don't have the time to stay current. These are the kinds of things that I hear about of concern. Then versus now, social media marketing for small businesses, it's impacted and nonprofits and businesses in a big way. It's how you're finding new customers or members and how they're staying on top of mind of your current ones and making them loyal with repeat customers. So 5 years ago, well, 6 years ago, in 2008, we asked small businesses what kind of tools they were using for marketing. And only 10% were using social media. But in 2015, 14% were using it. So we've actually come a long way. With 6 years later, it's gone up 87%. So, and the really good news is that you can do this because what you do have is powerful. You can successfully market your small business or association because you have, number one, you already have happy, loyal customers. Number two, you have an excellent, your customers have had an excellent experience. You have some customers that have that, I'm sure. And they also have interesting and important things to say. your customers, and yourself. Our agenda is why we use social media, and we're going to talk about the top 5 social networks, what to say, how to get started, and again, we're going to have a Q&A. So at the end of this presentation, for those of you that just came in, we feel free to type in a question at any time, and then at the end, if your question gets answered, please remove it, because many times they get answered. And then if it doesn't get answered, leave it in the queue, and then I will stop recording this presentation, and then I will go to turn on my webcam and go to Q&A. So I want to make sure that your questions are answered. And if for some reason you have to leave early, no worries. You are going to get a copy of this entire recording presentation. And then also, and then also you will get my email. So you can give me a shout out if you have any questions. All right, I want to start by helping you or others in your organization understand why a small business or nonprofit should be using social media. And the reason is because your competitors are already social. So this is not usually a good reason for doing something because everybody else is. But in this case, your colleagues and competitors are marketing with social media. 93% of nonprofits are already using social media, and 87% of B2B, business to business, are marketing with social media. 86% of business to customer are using social media. And that means if you're not doing some kind of social media marketing for your organization, you're not in the places where customers and supporters are looking for information. The people who are doing it, your competitors, have a big advantage because they're reaching more people with their message. The social media impact on your business or organization is huge. It drives people to your door. It influences purchases. 74% of shoppers rely on social networks to guide purchasing decisions. Social media has made it easier for people to buy from you. And 2 out of 10 Facebook users have made a purchase by clicking an ad or a comment. They tell your friends about you. 55% of people share information about their purchases on social media. It influences people's connections to nonprofits. 68% of people who go online and learn more about the charities and causes that their friends, they support as well, and when they read about posts. So consider those referrals are very important to your business. 71% of consumers are more likely to purchase a product based on social media referrals. Every day, people are going online to review or recommend the business and nonprofit that they support, and people in their networks trust those referrals because they know the people who write them, or they don't. They trust the unbiased reviews from people just like them. And this influence happens on social media because of audience engagement. We used to tell people things over the back fence, and now we tell everyone. Our family, our friends, our colleagues, our clients, even our BFFs, through social media channels. It's less about spending all of your time and money and energy finding new customers and more about fully engaging your existing happy customers and making it easy for them to tell others. The changes have leveled the playing field for smaller organizations like yours to compete with the big boys. The point we're making is that social media is the new word of mouth. Social media helps to kickstart that word of mouth marketing because your message has the best chance to be amplified and shared through social media marketing and bring you new customers and donors and supporters and volunteers if you're a nonprofit, repeat business from your current customers, and referrals from your happy customers. So I hope this is starting to make sense, why social media is important. It's a part of your entire business. Social media, the social visibility that it gives you, and how your business and customers engage with each other and make up what we call the engagement marketing cycle. So let's look at this cycle and talk about how social media engagement work together in a day-to-day life of your business. So we've been talking about who's using social media and how it drives behavior. Now let's think about the experience you provide through your interactions with customers or supporters and where social media fits in. This is you. This building represents you and your business. If you want social media to work for you, you have to create a wow experience. So think about all the ways you interact with your customers or supporters. What's something you can do for them that's valuable? It doesn't have to be anything huge or expensive. A wow experience could be something small and meaningful, like, for example, the way you process a credit card could be normal, but the way you wrap the purchase could be that wow. Another very simple way to rise above the ordinary could be in the way you greet them at the door. If you work with other businesses, consider how you present proposals or project updates. Or are you thinking about the perception of you as a professional that you leave when you invest the time and care into the reports presentation? If you're a nonprofit, the wow could be the way you show supporters how you carry out your mission by using photos to illustrate that story. Again, you don't need to go to extremes or way over the top. You do, however, need to help your business think about the spots where you're going to do something that really creates a connection. That's what it's about, creating a connection. What those connections do is an open window of opportunity, an opportunity to ask them to stay connected with you, which brings us to the next step of the cycle. The reason you want to create a wow opportunity is to get their attention, create a connection, and then ask them to stay in touch with you. Leverage that wow moment. Ask them to connect with you, like on Facebook, because they know that you'll then engage with them and you'll have content and other things that are of value to them. Then you want to engage with them online. As they interact with you, social media allows that engagement to be visible online. It's seen by their networks, and this helps to introduce you to a whole group of new people who will become your next customer or supporter. That's called social visibility. And what it really shows is the power of social media. So I want to take you away from this. What I want you to take away from this is the engagement marketing cycle is that social visibility enhanced by technology enables you to connect with your customers, get leads or grow supporters, create that wow experience, make the connection, encourage your customers or supporters to continue that experience with you by following you on social media, and then keep the cycle going. Love that illustration. Now that we've laid out why you should be considering social media as part of your marketing mix, let's jump into and reveal the top 5 social networks. All right. These are what we collectively refer to as the top 5 social networks. There's a pretty good chance that you're using or considering using one of these. And we're going to add Google+. as well, because while not everyone has adapted to using it, it's an important element to consider for your search engine optimization, for getting found when someone does a search using Google. We're going to walk through each of these, quickly discussing what each network is good for, who's using it, etc. This isn't going to be an in-depth analysis of each channel or a through how-to for each. But what I want to do is familiarize you with these top 5 channels so you've got some more insight as you either confirm your decision to focus on one or as you weigh the decision on where to start. Also, one note, we haven't listed these in any particular order of importance. We recognize that one organization may have more of a reason to be used or focus on Facebook or Pinterest, while another may be exclusively use LinkedIn. So we'll start with the big one, which is Facebook. It is the most popular of the networks with over 1.1 billion users. It spans all age groups, so it does target all types of age groups. Pardon me. It's the place where people go to find out what their friends and family are doing, and it's a primary source of news and information for many. But Facebook is also where people look for interesting and useful content. What do people share on Facebook? Just about everything. It's as simple as a status update with a sentence or two. But many people and businesses are also using multimedia, like photos and videos, and links to helpful information from their blog or from other blogs or websites. Facebook is the best place to go if you want to share engaging content that your Facebook fans interact with and respond to. And it's the best of the social networks. So if you want to reach a large audience because of its population, just about all types of businesses use it. Business to consumer, business to customer use Facebook, as well as nonprofits. Next, we'll discuss LinkedIn. LinkedIn has more of a business focus. It started as a network where people could just post their resumes and search for jobs, and you can still do that. It's become a great source for industry news. Your business or nonprofit can create a LinkedIn page, share news, either about your business or other happenings in your industry, or your blog posts, talk about product information, share testimonials. LinkedIn is the best place to demonstrate your thought leadership as an expert in your industry. And I'm going to repeat that. You need to claim yourself as an expert in your industry. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid of that word. I have some people, oh, she thinks she's an expert. But you know what? If you don't claim yourself as an expert, who's going to do it for you? Seriously. You need to just step up to the plate. You are an expert in your industry. So be it. Put it out there in the universe. Claim it. I have gotten more leads and more clients by claiming myself as an eBay expert. eBay is my true love. I've been an eBay seller and with eBay 18 years, and it's my life. And then Constant Contact came into play later. So I'm an email marketing expert. But eBay is my #1 business, and that is what I'm an expert in as well. So I claim it. I have been called to be expert witnesses on cases that people have had with eBay. And it's because I am listed as an eBay expert. So trust me when I tell you this. Don't be afraid of using that word. Twitter. I'm sure we have a few twits in the house. Twitter is one of my very favorite art line of marketing. Twitter is a feed of real-time updates and conversation. It has over 228 million users. A majority of them are young adults from late teens to 40s, but you find a bit of everybody on Twitter. In fact, Twitter's fastest growing age demographic is 55 to 64-year-olds, registering at an increased active users of 79%. So the older generation, like myself, are catching on, and they're all starting to get on board. People join Twitter to find out the latest news and information, posts from brands and businesses, and discover trends. What do people share on Twitter? Links to news, tips, just plain text updates or comments, links to information like blog posts, multimedia, photos, and videos. Twitter is a great place to develop thought leadership. You can gain following by sharing value. Your original content and then content from others is also shared. And it has become a popular tool for the B2C, business to customer, and nonprofits, but some business to businesses are starting to explore it as well. Now, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, those are the more established social media networks. They've been around for a while, and even if you haven't used them, you've probably heard of them. So now let's take a look at two newer kids on the block, which are Pinterest and Google+. Pinterest, which has over 48 million users, is a social channel that relies heavily on visuals. Pinterest users create boards. Think of it as a bulletin board, and you pin images of things that you like to the bulletin board. Those images can link to anything, a recipe, a how-to video, a product that you purchase online. They can take many forms of multimedia. So who's using Pinterest? Mostly that I've seen, women make up the majority. It's a great tool for foodies to find recipes. I get so hungry when I go there. But it's a great place to get information, to share products, informal tips, digital assets like ebooks, links to those images to your website. Make it easy for people to buy from you as soon as they see something they like on Pinterest. A lot of people are now using Pinterest as a way to discover, to research things that they want to buy. 21% of Pinterest users have purchased something they saw used by people on Pinterest. There are also a lot of business to customer because Pinterest has been a successful way to promote products. I know my daughter, that she's getting married October next year, 2016, and she has boards made up of the kinds of flowers she likes, boards for wedding dresses, boards for decorations, and it has become her virtual wedding planner. I'm so impressed, and anytime I've gone to any of my kids' houses to eat, all of the food they serve is practically made from Pinterest. It's crazy. Now, Instagram. Instagram is an app used on mobile devices. It is accessible for viewing on a desktop, but it's mostly mobile. It's all pictures. Users can add a link to a website or a specific product with their photo, but Instagram is mostly known for its filters that allow users to enhance their photos for beauty or an effect. Example, you could turn a black and white, you could take a white or a color photo, turn it into a black and white photo, or turn it into a sketch. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and it is where all the teens that were on Facebook have fled now that they are all there. It's a good place for people into the discussion of your products and service, for placing people. People use it to post pictures of people using or interacting with your brand. So take pictures of people shopping with you, people that are enjoying your product. It's mostly consumers and less about B2B. People can like your photos, and hashtags do carry over between Instagram, Facebook, as they do on Twitter. Now, you might want to sign up for 102, the second session on social media, because I go into more details about that. This presentation is more of like an intro. Google Plus has over 359 million users. Most of them are men, and its two biggest user groups are college students and software developers. But its audience is growing to include other groups as well. It's similar to Facebook. You can share text updates, multimedia, links to your content, or content created by others, and that's what users are looking for in Pinterest, or in Google+. Now, so also make sure to share through Google+ and establish yourself as an expert. Again, you are the expert. Claim it. Businesses are still trying to figure out how to leverage Google+. They actually rolled out another platform of this last month, I believe, or the month before, but it's on businesses on Google+. And I've already seen a huge, lots of results with it because of it being so friendly with SEO. All right. So to recap, here is a draft. Here's a chart of the social networks we just talked about. You're welcome to take a screenshot right now. Again, this is a brief overview. You'll get this chart when you get a copy of the workshop or today's slides later on. But sit down with this chart and think about where you think your business or nonprofit should start on social media. So when you get the replay, you're welcome to take a look at this, and then you can make a screenshot, save it as a PDF. Okay, let's go back to talk about what to say. What do I say? I hear that a lot. I'm on these networks, I'm on social media, I don't know what the heck to say. But with Facebook, it is the most popular, as we mentioned, with over 101 billion users. So let's talk about what to say. Fortunately, we have a rule of thumb at Constant Contact that will help you come up with the right things to talk about on social media. So keep this in mind. If you're going to take notes, right now is the most important. 50% of the content you post should be aimed at getting likes, shares, and comments. This means that it needs to be entertaining and invite conversation, asking questions, asking for opinions, using images and video, as well as being timely. Is there an event or holiday coming up? We got back to school. That's one thing for sure you should be talking about right now. 30% of your content should be useful and informative. Provide information about your industry that your customers will find interesting. Become known as a source for important information and tips, whether that content is from your own blog or from other blogs that you trust. If you do that, if you do this correctly, then you have earned the right for 20% of your content to be about your business. So this doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy my product, buy my product. So I love this rule because I actually have used this rule for years. I never knew to call it this rule, but my rule has always been discreet marketing. If you keep putting out, buy my product, buy my consulting, sign up for this with me, do this with me, and then next thing you know, you're going to start, people are not going to pay attention to your feed. They're not going to pay attention to you. So if you live by this 50-30-20 rule, this is the ratio for success, for sure. So 50% of the content and posts should be aimed at getting, again, likes, shares. This means that it needs to be entertaining, invite the conversation, asking questions, ask for opinions, using images. You can have, I like fill in the blank, and then you say that first. Say fill in the blank, and then whatever it is you want to ask. If you're selling clothing, I know we have some of my eBay friends on here. If I'm selling a dress, I may say, Do you think this dress would look better with what color shoes? I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good example. But asking them what to say, 30% should be, or excuse me, you could put out a picture. I do this a lot for my nonprofits that I work with. And also, you could take a poll, have them select which one they like out of so many questions, or they can fill in the blank. I like having the inspirational comments or pictures. You could do a search on the internet. There's famous quotes, inspirational comments, and turn them into your own little signs. And you could even put your domain name at the bottom. Very faint, very delicate, discreetly marketing. 30% should be useful, informative, provide information about your industry, have information that's going to help them, tips and tricks, anything that will get attention. You can see this one had 32 shares. People pass these around. This one had 12. It was a holiday tip. Just giving information. Back to school tips right now. That's what you need to be sharing. Things for back to school. And then the 20% could be a call to action of some sort that you're looking for. A buy it now. A coupon. You could share a coupon. That's another way. Now, content ideas. If you're completely stumped as to what to say on social media in general, or if you have a day or week that there's not a lot going on, these questions could help you come up with some ideas. What's new at your business or organization? Do you have a new product or service that you could share information about? So if you think about people that have asked you questions, and I go by this a lot, I'll tell, someone that keeps coming, or people that have come to me with questions, I actually keep them questions on a Word document. And I keep them all there. As questions come in, I put them on Word documents. So then, when it's marketing day, I can go in and pull some of those questions off, and then I delete them as I'm using them. And then I use them as part of my social media, because if they have a question, if one person has a question, believe me, there's more people out there that have questions. So how does this really work? How can you create simple content that's effective and keeps fans engaged? So here we have it. Let's take a look at one of our all-time favorite examples. Here we have Danna's Gourmet Cookies. During the holiday, they have posted a picture of some of the new cookies that they were making. So you can see scrolling down the page, they've got examples of the cookies that they've made with decorated for the holidays. Now, notice the comment the posted along with the picture. So they always post a comment with the picture. Yes, we have them. Yep, we have them. No complex marketing message. No overdoing it. Just a simple statement. Yep, we have them at Danna's Gourmet Cookies. And that picture was enough to say it all. So let's follow this person. So now look at the engagement that took place. 10 people liked the post, and one person shared the photo, shared the picture. These were people choosing to like the image, and even one deciding that she wanted to share it with her network. So let's follow this person that shared it with her network. Here it is. Here's the post as it showed up in one person's Facebook feed. This is a fan who shared the picture with her network, adding her own endorsement of Danna and her cookies, and it got results. 5 more people liked the picture 4 people wrote comments, including this one. Where's a friend of the fan who shared wants to know where Donna is located so that she can go buy some cookies? This is someone who didn't know about Donna's cookies. She didn't know that they made cookies she'd like, and now, thanks to the engagement between Danna and its customers, the social visibility of that Facebook post that was shared is going to be there and become a customer herself. So remember the engagement marketing cycle and how you can engage with your current customers. It's just, this is how the process falls into place. So whenever you're trying to think about building new content, I want to encourage you to do this exercise that will help you with your creation process. So think about the 50-30-20 rule. You could have, what's something you could share this week that's entertaining and invites conversation? What's something you could share this week that's about your industry, hints or tips, or curated content? That's 30%. And finally, think about something you could post that's directly about your business. Do you have a new product? Are you holding an event? What's new and different today? What's something important that's coming up? Tell your followers they're the first to know about something that you're sharing on Facebook or on any of the social media channels. So now that we've shared with you why social media is important, and we're going to give you, and we've given you an introduction to the 5 big social networks, and to think about what you want to say, it's time to get started. If you're just getting started, we recommend you start with Facebook. It's the most popular of the social networks. Most of the people who use social media are on Facebook, which means your audience is already there, and it's easy to get started. We have 3 easy steps. For those of you who are already on Facebook, you might want to make sure that you've completed all these best practices. Check your page later on, and if you have done all of these things, you could move on to applying them to other social networks you've been using. So tip number 1, of course, is to create your page. There are 2 different accounts that you can create on Facebook, so I wanted to talk about them, what the differences are, and what you should do. You can create a Facebook page for your business or a personal profile. It's really important to start with a Facebook business page and not a personal profile because they have different features. A Facebook business page is set up to promote your business. It has places for your information, a map, a link to your website, and the ability to add things like a menu if you're a restaurant. The business page also comes with statistics. Facebook calls these insights that show you how your post did, how many fans you're growing over time. The personal profile page does not have those settings. If you've already started a Facebook account for your business or organization and you're not sure what you have, take a look. If you have friends, you started a personal profile. If you have likes, you created a business page. Now that you know which account to start with, go to facebook.com/pages/create, and that's where you can go to create your business page. After you create your page, fill out all of the information for your business: address, phone number, website, hours, and make sure to add your logo. That smaller photo on the left, and then there's a cover photo, is the big horizontal photo at the top of your page. A mistake a lot of organizations make is not filling out their information and not adding photos. You need to do this. Facebook it's about building your brand as well. This is how people search now. They're looking for an official presence on Facebook. Having a complete page shows that this is your official home on Facebook and that you are active online. All right, you got to tell somebody. Now that you are official, your page has all your information, it's time to tell to everyone about your page. So you can link it to your email marketing. You might also want to send a separate email announcing your page and telling people that they can find you there. There actually is a template already made up for you in Constant Contact that has the Facebook logo, has everything in it to get people to come and like your page and to announce it. Put signs up in your physical location or your store or office, your restaurant. Make sure you have a link to your Facebook page on your website. And don't forget to tell people at your events. Include it in your event communication. Put it on your business card to let your customers or clients know that you are social. The key here, any place you talk to your customers or supporters online or in person in a place that you should mention your Facebook presence everywhere. Now that you've told the world about your page, it's time to start posting. Now remember that 50-30-20 formula. Half of the post should be conversational and entertaining to get likes, shares, and comments from your fans. 30% of your post should provide value to your fans. Share useful information that can help them achieve success, of course. You have to do, and then the 20%, inform your fans about what's new and what you have to offer them. If you get stuck, remember these 3 questions. Number 1, what's new at your business or organization? Number 2, what did you do recently to help someone achieve success? And number 3, what advice have people been asking you for lately? Or come right out and ask your audience. We're now on social media. What do you want to hear about from us on Facebook? Just ask them. Now that you're ready to go, you've created a Facebook page, your audience knows where they can find you, and you're offering them helpful, interesting, engaging content that will give you great visibility. So what do you do next, right? The next thing you can do is think about planning out your posts. You could take a look at a week at a time or one channel at a time. So let's try it with Facebook. This format will help you plan your week of social media. You're going to fill out this later, but I wanted to take a minute to walk you through the steps. To get started, look at the content ideas you wrote down in the last exercise and think about the questions you could ask or other examples of content I showed you earlier. Then think about the week ahead. What's one thing you could post each day about your organization? Start by filling out the topic for those content ideas. Next, what can this post help you do? Remember the 50-30-20 rule. Will it help you get likes, shares, or comments? Is it useful or informative? Or does it share information about your business or nonprofit? What type of content are you sharing? Is it a text update, links to something? So this should help you sort through this. Like the days of the week. Now, what I do is I actually schedule all of my posts. I work with a nonprofit, and I actually scheduled out all of their posts through the end of September. And I have pictures with information on the pictures and famous quotes and sayings, and I have them all scheduled following the rule. I don't ask for donations. And then the thing is, when you did it, you should always reward yourself. And this example is they're saying you should reward yourself with a glass of wine or a chocolate or whatever it is you use to celebrate. Then you're on your way to social media success. So remember to reward yourself. I like to reward myself with getting a pedicure. All right, so you will be able to copy this. You could right now do a screenshot of the screen and then save it as a PDF. That would be the quickest way for you moving along. And I will have copies of this available for anyone else. Save time with simple tools. What best practices should you keep in mind when you're planning your content and creating your calendar? And the calendar is what I like to use. Get people excited for your newsletter. You do that by offering great content in each newsletter that your audience loves. So you can also remind them or give a preview of what's coming up in the newsletter. Talk about it on Facebook. Our monthly newsletter comes out on Friday, and we've got a special coupon for our subscribers. Not subscribed yet? Here's the link. Plan weekly things. Change. So planning far in advance sometimes, can be a bit much, but you can plan out the holidays. Schedule for flexibility. Leave 1 or 2 posts open each week. And these are just some sites that you can use. This first one is part of your email marketing that's built into Constant Contact. This one in the middle is Hootsuite, and I use it on a regular basis. And there's all kinds of tutorials. You can upgrade to the $5.99 a month one. That's the one I use. Or you can use the free version. Market Me Suite, I've honestly not used it, but I know people that do use it, and they're very happy with it. So just know that there are tools for you out there. And then you can schedule posts, set up searches, monitor what others are saying. You can do all of these things. The average is 3 to 5 times a week, and you should only be spending 20 minutes at a time, no more. Follow your best customers and engage with them. This is the important part. And what I like to do is I live my life by the timer method, I call it. And so I'll set my timer, like say Wednesday is my engagement day. So I'll set my timer for an hour, and I'll sit down and I'll focus on the main feed, and I'll respond to people. I'll tell them hello, tell them I like their photo, thank them for useful information, and I call that my social time. And this is what I like to do to just connect with people. You can also get more followers by having this on your email marketing. You can run a social campaign. That's where you share content that matches yours, but it's not competitive. And then also offer free downloads. You can have a discount or a coupon, a special offer, and let them and say, this is offered exclusively for subscribers only. You won't see this offer anywhere else. Let them know they're special. Use email to get more traffic, visitors, and likes. And make it easy for them to share. You want them to tell their friends. So in summary, decide which social sites are right for you. In my opinion, you should be on all of them. If you're just beginning and you don't know where to start, then start by all means with Facebook. Schedule out your posts. Make it easy. Plan them out ahead of time. 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. That's all you should be spending. And I actually spend less than that because I plan all of my stuff out, as much stuff as possible ahead of time. Make it easy for people to find and friend you. And consider running a social campaign. That's another avenue of growing your network. Now, for those of you that are already on Facebook and you're in my network, what is wrong with this? Here we are. I actually have a group on Facebook, and you're welcome to join me. This is open for everyone under my umbrella, or if you have a question, you can contact me here at facebook.com/groups/constantcontact1. And this is a screenshot when I first opened it, and it's a great place. It's turned out to be a really good solution for people asking questions and replays being posted and so on. So for those of you that are not using Constant Contact, the prices are very simple. The basic is $20 to get started with strictly email. And then there's the Essential, which is $45, and then the Ultimate. Now, the most common is the Essential. And anyone that does sign up today, I will PayPal you for your first month. So once you sign up, you just shoot me an email, and I will, with your PayPal email, and I will pay for your first month because I'm that confident that I can help you with your email marketing. So the Essential is my favorite. There's so much more that you can do with it, such as the autoresponder. And I do a webinar on using autoresponders because it makes I'm simplifying my life. That's what it's all about. I'm marketing. I'm tweeting right now. I have tweets going out every 30 minutes. I have stuff going on, and I have this all scheduled ahead of time. I've been able to create my autoresponders. Every time someone buys a calendar from me, they go on that list, and every 30 days, they automatically get an email for the next year. And I have that all set up ahead of time. I'm not doing it every month. It's already there. I love autoresponders. So again, the special offer today, sign up and get the first month free, and you will get free coaching from Constant Contact, of course, and me. You can go to my website and you can schedule a free 30-minute phone call with me at any time that's available with my calendar, of course, and you can book it, and I will be happy to help you with whatever your needs are with Constant Contact. And if you don't want to wait, you can go to powersellingmom.constantcontact.com. Go sign up right now. For those of you that already have a Constant Contact account and would like to be in my network, just shoot me an email, and I will see about getting you put under my umbrella. Free trials, you can go to powersellingmom.constantcontact.com for a free 60-day trial. Or you can pull out your iPhone or your smartphone and text the phone number 99000. Send a text, and in the message, just use my name, Danna, D-A-N-N-A. And that's for a free trial. Or you can email me at dannacrawford@gmail.com. So my services are all shown to you, and I am going to stop the recording right now. For those of you watch it in the archives, feel free to contact me directly should you have any questions. And I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'm going to go to Q&A. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my Facebook group and helping you with your email marketing and social media.